G'day guys, Will from Game Phase here. I'm down at the Murrumbeena Footy Club and joined by the Grand Poobah, the President, Freddie Hargrave. Freddie, how's the pre-season been, mate?
Pretty good, Will. We've got a number of new recruits and a couple of them out there now, so a few boys out of around the Benalla region, younger kids, so we're happy to have them on board, and obviously we haven't lost anybody, so a couple of retirements of the older fellas, but apart from that, things are looking pretty good.
Plenty of changes with your women's team. Of course, your senior side moving across to the South East Women's Competition. Plenty of movement in that space. They've not lost a game. They are absolute stars. Tell us about how that came about, mate.
That was pretty much driven by the girls themselves, Will. So, over the last couple of years, they've really gone ahead in leaps and bounds, and they were up for a challenge. And obviously with the Southern Football Netball League, we had discussions with them, and we thought it was probably better for both competitions and with us and that to move over to a higher competition, and we'll still have the development team in Division 2 with the women, so we're still encouraging a lot of the girls at the lower level to come along, and even if they haven't played before, to come down and have a kick. And as we say, we've also now got that we can offer the other girls that want to play at that higher level that opportunity there to develop their skills and go to that. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Should be a good year. Yeah,
absolutely. And the girls themselves, obviously they've not lost a single game, as I mentioned, in their entire history, so they're obviously looking for a new challenge.
Yeah, well and truly, as we say, that was part of what they've come up again, and it was something that sort of developed, and as we say, they've got bigger and stronger, and even though the finals were very tight last year, they do want to push themselves a little bit further. So,
yeah, no doubt. Plenty happening off the field as well in terms of a couple of theme rounds you guys got going on, playing on Anzac Day against your traditional rivals. What's happening in that space?
Yeah, well, once again, this year we'll host Caulfield. I think this might be about probably the fifth season that we've had the Anzac Day rivalry with Caulfield. So looking forward to that, and it'll be on the 25th. So that's going to be a pretty big day, we hope. And then only with a couple of days after that, obviously on the Saturday, we'll have the start of the women's football season and the under-19s, which this year we're lucky enough we'll field an under-19 side, and clearly we'll be raising the premiership flag for the women once again. So that should be another big day. So we should have a big week, and then later on in July, on July 7th, we'll host Heatherton down here, and that'll be part of NAIDOC week. So with Luke James and obviously. And now we've got a couple of other Indigenous lads around that they were keen to roll with that, so we hope to make that a really big game as well. So it should be good. We're looking forward to it.
No doubt, and sounds like you've been the busiest man in Melbourne the last couple of weeks, mate. That's for sure. And obviously the grandstand, there's a bit of redevelopment happening in the next couple of years. Tell us a bit about how that's tracking.
Yeah, well, it's still moving along, so it's going through all the processes. Council have got plans drawn up, so we're lucky enough to get really good support from Stephenopoulos and the Labor government down here, and then also with council getting on board, and they've tipped a lot of money in, and we think, obviously with the sides that we've got down here at the moment, we really did need something. It's a bit of a rabble, but we'll get there, and I know a lot of other clubs are queuing up behind us to get theirs done as well. But hopefully by the end, in 2020, we'll see some things moving here. So we're looking forward to that too.
And a bronze statue of Fred Hargrave out the front.
Well, that's part of the issue why it's gone over budget, I think. So we might have to eliminate that. So we'll see how we roll.
Yeah, terrific. And of course, no club can operate without the generosity of their supporters and sponsors. Any in particular you'd like to highlight and thank?
Yeah, like I said, it was, Woodards have continued on with their sponsorship. Once again, Woodards down at Carnegie, so Ben Dax down there has been fantastic. We've also got Unique Collisions with Craig Patterson's been a long-time supporter of the football club and was even a former junior coach down here, so it's great to have him on board again. And obviously the Murrumbeena Community Bank, they've been really big supporters of our women's program, and they're on board again, and they've all been very generous. So yeah, it's been great.
No, terrific. And all you Murrumbeena faithful, make sure you get down and support the sponsors. Thanks for joining me, Freddie. Best of luck with the year ahead.
Thanks, Will. Thanks very much.
Get your game face on.